decide on a direction already.
Dieter Gross. Dependable, conservative, boring old white dude. The Alliance is not going to win. They spent the last 7 years running Europolis into the ground.
Hey, you lost? No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere in ProPass. I'm here to give you directions, miss. You just tell me where you want to go today.
The Uminska campaign headquarters are located off the Propas Souk, next to the temple. Where's the Propas synagogue?
Salam Shalom Howdy! The Propas Synagogue is located in the souk, also known as the shuk. That sure is confusing. I hope you get to where you're going, and if you ever get lost again, you know Crow Boy's got your back. You look like you could need some directions, miss.
Ahoy, can I get your order? Dolly Dolly? What's your Hulker? What do you want? Next in line, please.
I'm just a guy with guitar, trying to make sense of it all.
Eyes everywhere.
Everything
I've never seen so many of them out on the streets.
But there's no need to stay.
Whatever it is, it's top quality stuff. Top quality yuckiness. You touch it, you bought it. And I'm not buying that.
Peace. You in the market for some augmentations?
Take a moment to look at my wares.
Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats.
Salam, what are you looking for?
There's nothing you can't get in the souk. Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques, then yeah, the bricks.
You can look, but you can farewell, my
I'm
friend.
actually a bit worried about Frida. She's on the dreamer all the time. Like, non-stop.
Entspann, Bruder. It's geil. It's born. Don't get your keks all twisted.
Idiota, I'm being serious. I'm shattered from being the only one taking care of the kids.
So just buy them a dream machine. They'll think it's mega guy.
Not helpful, cousin. Not helpful at all. I'm not about to expose them to Dreamtime at their age. I don't trust what they call. They're not legal.
You know what your problem is, Theomar? You worry too much. Hmm? Learn from me. It's all super bomb. There's no conspiracy. That's all in the past.
Maybe, but caray, Bruder, it's not Bond. I see what it does to Frida. She's not Django in the Coco. This thing's messing with her psyche. I'm 30, guts. I want out.
Hey, wanna join us at the Rada later?
They're playing great sound there. It's like Mega Guile. Stop dreaming.
Not again. When did this happen?
Hey, Sisi. Last night, the fascios even saluted the camera. Bloody Omegas. Think they're untouchable.
Do you need any help?
With this, I got it. There's more important things for you to do.
You should get a decommissioned military drone from Mira. Go ballistic on their asses. Yeehaw! Yeah, that'd teach them.
Behind this sweet facade lurks a lioness. It's tempting, but then we'd have to deal with the eye as well. I'll just keep cleaning up the mess until Constantine's goons admit defeat. Oh, by the way, Sisi, did you see the update? Eish! 2 points! Not bad. Not bad. Our biggest jump in weeks. Ha! 2 points! That's something to celebrate. Uminska invited all the managers to join her tonight in Warsaw for the live feed.
You going?
If I finish up in time, of course. When did I ever say no to a party? How was Trieste? I think I see a tan.
Good. They have this thing in the sky. I don't know what it's called. It's big and yellow and made of fire, and it's super hot. So awesome.
I remember the sun from Botswana. They have that there too. But it's much bigger. And much nicer.
Nah, you're such a warm dusher, Baruti. Who needs the sun when you have the clammy, sticky heat of Propast in July? So what's the plan, Stan?
Today, there's delicate work to do. Do you know Queenie?
Queenie? No, I don't think... Wait. The Babka on the boat, out by the bricks?
That's her. Teta Queenie basically runs the Chinese market. She's the only one who dares stand up to Mr. London. When you meet Queenie, you'll understand. Everyone in the bricks respects her. Everyone in Propast. And that's why you're going to talk to her.
Me? Baruti, you're so much better at this than me.
Even if that's true, I can't. I'm meeting with some local business owners from the shuk. I need to stay put. Pay Queenie our respects. Let her know that she's a friend to the party and that we're very happy with how she runs things. Ask if there's anything we can do for her.
And... I'm sensing an and. There's always an and.
Ask her for her support and endorsement. It will have a big impact on our campaign in this barrio.
So that's all. Beg one of the most powerful people in Propast for a favor.
That's all, Sisi. Easy, yeah? Oh, and you might need this.
Cryptocoin? What for? I have monies.
Have you ever shopped in the bricks, Sisi? Folks there aren't too fond of traceable funds. They prefer plata. Cash, not credit. And no banks.
Maybe I won't jump into the river from sheer embarrassment of making an ass of myself.
Makoya! When you come back, we're done for the day. I have a party to get ready for.
Baruti might be the happiest man in Europolis. Nothing ever gets him down. He's like a human robot of happiness.
What's on your mind, Sisi?
I don't think I ever asked Baruti how he ended up working for Lea Uminska and the Social Democrats. 7 siblings. Konstantin Wolf is Uminska's biggest opponent, and Baruti's nemesis. I don't know what he'd do if Wolf won the election. Probably leave and head back south. 7 siblings. Impressive work. I can't even begin to relate. Makes me wish I'd had siblings growing up. Well, I did. I just never knew. I can understand how he'd miss them all, especially the twins. Sounds like they were close. Sounds like Baruti's been around the world and back. I'm jealous. Before the coma, I don't know. I didn't care as much. I was happy staying put. And now that I want to travel more, I can't afford it. Figures. I don't know much. Most people I know have an ambivalent relationship with Europolis, but Baruti seems to be very happy here. I wonder if that's just show. I don't know much about Baruti and his life before we started working together. We've been friendly, but he knows a lot more about me than I do about him. And I am curious. Baruti always speaks so warmly of Lea Uminska. He must be her biggest and most loyal supporter. I don't think I can ever really understand that kind of dedication, especially when it comes to politics. I don't think I ever asked Baruti how did you end up working on the campaign?
Just a happy accident. I was working for a charity in Dresden, a support network for homeless teens. I'd only been in Europolis a couple of months. I was still learning the ropes. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. One day, Lea Uminska got in touch, asking how she could be of assistance to our charity. She'd just been elected leader of the party. We got to talking, she told me about her campaign. Of course, I was an arrogant ass. I told her everything I thought they were doing wrong. Humility wasn't in my blood back then. Afterwards, I figured, well, that's the last I'll ever hear from her. 2 weeks later, I get an offer from her campaign manager. They want me to join her team in Gdansk.
That must have been a good feeling.
I was scared, Sissy. I left Botswana because I was tired of doing things just for myself. I came to Europolis to help others. Maybe do some good. For once. And now, suddenly, here I was. Part of a movement to change the world. I wasn't prepared for it. But I couldn't say no. And I haven't for a single moment regretted that decision.
Baruti always speaks so warmly of Lea Uminska. He must be her biggest and most loyal support. How well do you know Uminska?
I've known her for several years, professionally. It's not like we're friends. Although she did take me out to dinner once, to thank me for my help. She's guarded, not the warmest person in the world. I think that's where we need to improve. Help her to open up and be more human. Get voters to see the person behind the mask. I really do think she's the right person to run Europolis. And not just because the alternatives are so disturbing.
Every time I watch Konstantin Wolf speak, I get the shivers. The bad ones.
They don't call him Kaiser Konstantin for nothing. And Lea, Miss Uminska, she knows him better than most. She has to constantly stand up to him and his hooligans. She has to deal with incessant insults and slandering without sinking to his level. I don't envy her that position. She's not perfect. No one is. But she is the person in the world I respect the most, and I will follow her through thick and thin, to the very end. I owe her that.
Konstantin Wolf is Are you worried Wolf could win?
Of course I'm worried. He is a snake. Slippery and venomous. Wolf is a populist, a nationalist, a fascist. He claims he represents the people, but he only represents himself. And, of course, the corporations that are secretly backing his campaign.
I thought Wolf was anti-corporate. That's what he says in the ads.
That man has a lot of plata. Millions being channeled into his campaign. Where do you think that's coming from? He has the support of some very powerful people. The same people he bad-mouths in his manifestos.
I don't understand.
It's a show, Sisi. The corporate syndicate knows that Dieter Gross and the Alliance have lost any shred of authority and trust. They made a mistake there, and it's hurt them. With Wolf, they have a new strategy. He pretends to distance himself from the corps in order to represent the working people. He will berate the corps, claim that he's going to clean things up, put power back into the hands of the proletariat, but the truth is, he is even more in the pocket of the syndicate than Dieter Gross and the Blues. It's a brilliant strategy, as long as they can control him.
And you don't think they can?
I think he's more dangerous than they have reckoned with. He's two-faced, manipulative. Once he's clawed his way into power, he's capable of anything. He's created a cult of personality around himself. A very calculated fictional narrative that appeals to a lot of voters unhappy with the state of Europolis. The only thing we can do is try to expose his lies. And...
What?
I think I found something. I've been doing a lot of digging. Back in Botswana, I have connections high up in Bokamba Mesa. Family connections. There might be evidence of BM funneling funds into Constantine's campaign, maybe even directly into his personal account. And if that's the case, we might finally have some real dirt on Kaiser Constantine. At the very least, it would make people question his integrity and honesty. If we're lucky, maybe even enough evidence for a criminal investigation.
I hope you're being careful, Baruti.
I am. Once I have concrete evidence, I'm giving it to your man, Riza. He can do the story, expose Wolf and his lies.
I'm sure the Hand will be very interested. But Baruti, please just stay low, okay? Kaiser Constantine is evil.
He is. And this is exactly why we have to fight him. We cannot back down, Sisi. To do so would be dishonest and cowardly.
I don't know much about Baruti and his life before we started working together. What did you do before you came to Europolis?
I was a lawyer. Can you believe it? Corporate law, even. Eish.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
I was good, too. I managed the family's trust in Johannesburg. My older brothers run things from Francistown, Gaborone, and the City of London.
How many brothers do you have?
4. And 3 sisters. We are 8 altogether. Same father, different mothers.
You're the youngest?
Youngest boy. I have 2 younger sisters. Twins. They aren't involved in the family business. But my older sister, Lesedi, is. We don't speak. She did not approve of my change of heart.
What happened?
What can I say? I finally saw what I was doing with my life. Existing only for myself. Obsessed with money, power, status. Also, I didn't agree with some of the investments we were making. The lack of ethics. So, one day I left it all behind. My job, my family, my fiancée. I had to make a clean break. It was too easy to simply fall back into the good life. I had to learn to struggle.
You don't miss them?
Every day, Sisi. Every day. I speak to Gosego from time to time, my second oldest brother, and the twins, of course. But the rest? They were disappointed and angry. They didn't understand. Never will.
Most people I know, 7 siblings. What do your younger sisters do?
Ah, the twins. They are wonderful, Sisi. You'd like them. They also jumped ship. Left the family business, but I don't think Father ever expected them to be a part of it. They live in Ireland now.
They're neo-Luddites.
Anarcho-primitives.
Cool. A friend from uni went feral for a few years. She told me all about it after she reintegrated. Apparently, there's no trains and the tribal council forbids air traffic.
There's one old ferry that runs daily from Liverpool, but that's all. And there's no wire connection to Ireland. We don't get to talk often, unfortunately.
What about your other siblings?
They're all in the family business. Corporate lawyers, financiers, like Father. My oldest sister Lesedi is second in command. When Father retires, she takes the reins. He keeps a tight leash on everyone, and when he can't, he cuts you off.
Your mother too?
We see each other now and then. But to Father, she was just another in a long line of baby mothers. Bought and paid for. They are separated. She shares an estate with the other ex-wives. It's an odd arrangement, but Mother knew what she was getting into. She's been well compensated. I think she's happy, in her way. Hey, what can I say? My family is crazy, dysfunctional. It's what I wanted to escape from, Sisi. I didn't want to keep living that life, and I'm not one of them anymore.
Most people I know haven't. I don't get your enthusiasm for Europolis, Baruti.
You've only been here a few months, Sisi. It takes time to understand Europolis. It has a complicated, fragmented soul. Every district is its own organism. I find Propast fascinating. More so than the other districts I've lived in. Dresden, Gdansk, even Berlin. Propast has an old soul. There's real history here. But it's also where history is being rewritten. Where the new Europe is actually happening. That's another reason why I came here for the campaign. Propast is like a barometer for Europolis as a whole. Whichever direction the wind blows in Propast, the rest often follows.
Will you stay here after the campaign is over?
I don't know what Leia and the party has planned for me, if we take office. I'm not sure my future is in politics. But I won't abandon my duty if I'm asked to serve. I'll stay in Europolis for certain, unless Wolf wins. Then, I don't know. Anything but going south. I want to keep a safe distance from Father and the family business.
Sounds like Baruti's been around the world and back. You're lucky to have traveled a lot.
I don't know if I'd say I've traveled a lot, but I have traveled. When I was part of the family business, I regularly did business across Africa, the kingdom, and the conglomerate. It made me realize how lucky I was to grow up in Botswana and South Africa. The freedom and prosperity we enjoy in the African Union, the resources, fresh air, lack of pollution. I miss that, most of all. Africa is a paradise. And you don't think about it until you see how it is elsewhere. How people are hungry, cold, with no easy access to implants or gene therapy.
I really miss Africa. Especially when it's like this, boiling hot and humid. Does it ever get better?
Better? Never. Well, maybe for a month in spring and autumn. But winter here is bitter and wet. And in summer, it's like this every day. Not a breath of fresh air. No, you must learn to appreciate Europolis for its strengths, and not compare it with home, Sisi.
See you later, Baruti.
Okay, Sisi. I'll see.
Checkpoint. I haven't filed the paperwork to get through there.
Pardon me.
I'm a rootin', tootin', six-barrel shooting, map-toting crow cowboy. Yeehaw! Well, if it ain't my favorite cowgirl. Can I point you in the direction of something, darling?
The Uminska campaign headquarters. We buy takeaway down in the bricks at least once a week. Great food, and if you're lucky, you can pick up some cool stuff. If you're not so lucky, the worst junk. Can you direct me to the Chinese market?
You looking to do some shopping in the bricks? Well, shucks. Say ni-hao to the Chinese market for me. Y'all come back anytime now, you hear?
A singing rain song.
Outside when you can be inside.
Over and over.
This is not place for a young
Keeping
lady.
Propass safe, or, you know, under constant surveillance.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in Propass.
He looks really familiar. How old can she be? 14? For someone her age, she projects a lot of authority.
Welcome to Queenie's Quintessentials. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for Queenie.
Oh, the Madame's not seeing anyone at the moment. I can show you her latest creations if you'd like.
I'm not shopping. I need to speak with Queenie. Could you ask her if she has a moment?
That depends. Did you bring anything?
Bring anything? Like what?
Madame Queenie is a respected figure in this community. In order to see her, you need to show respect. A gift, something of value, something that proves you're here to discuss important matters.
What would that be?
I'm sure you'll find something that reflects your taste and the value you place on a potential meeting with the Madame. I'm sure you can do better than that.
This must be the sort of expensive gifts the girl was talking about. No one would miss one little item, would they? Would they? Oh, they totally would.
You look familiar.
Take a look at my merchandise. Hello, lady. What can I get for you? Looking for something in particular?
Panel closed. Closed panel. Hello?
Just stopping by.
Hi, wrong address?
Hey, do you have a minute? I'll give you a good price. Just tell me how much you have. I'll see you soon.
Baiju, Chinese liquor. Looks expensive. He's selling a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sensing any sort of theme here. Just stuff. That bottle of liquor.
Baiju, Chinese wine. The very best you can possibly get. This one is distilled from the rarest seeds of teargrass grown on the Himalayan slopes, with purified water from the deepest wells of Kunming and organic rice grains from Guilin.
Sounds expensive.
For you, only 20,000 yuan.
20,000? That's insane.
It's a bargain. Look, the price tag says 30,000. You're getting an incredible deal.
Well, I don't have 20,000 yuan. Can't you go any lower?
I'd be losing money if I did that. No deal.
Chinese lions. Most likely made of moon dust. I've heard that stuff causes rashes. The moon dust, not the lions. Never tasted the stuff. Above my sophistication grade. I consume cheap lager and weak tea. They call it the Chinese market, but it's a mix of everything and everyone.
No, that's clavada, a total rip-off. Way too expensive. I'll give you 350 for it and not one kwai more.
350? Are you mocking me? That's less than what I paid. At that price, I'll be losing money. 360, and that's my final offer.
Mierda, that's it. That's the price you give to strangers. How many times have I shopped here? I thought we were friends. You're disrespecting me with that price. 350.
How do you expect me to be able to feed my children, make rent, pay Mr. London for protection? 360.
350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
So can I. 360. That's my final offer.
350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm getting
below
tired just listening to him haggling.
I can do this all day. 350, fine. Please don't interrupt. These are delicate negotiations. 350.
360.
I'm not quite
I'm not going
sure
anywhere
what
above
she's
350.
I'm not going anywhere
an
below
eclectic assortment of merchandise?
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
Can you see that I'm busy with a customer?
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
Ground panda?
360.
I'm just going to
That's
guess
my
misspelling
final
and move on.
350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
A bottle of
I'm
Baiju.
not going anywhere below 360.
Baiju.
I can do this all
Chinese
day.
liquor. Looks expensive.
350.
Start War.
360.
Backstroke
I'm
of the
not going
West. Classic of new wave Chinese holofilm cinema.
What can I get you, lady? What can I get you, lady?
I've got crunchy crickets, fried fire ants, boiled beetles, and juicy moth larvae tacos. What'll it be?
I just finished a fresh batch of pierogi. How many you want? It'll be sold out soon.
Ahoy, Belle. Looking for some pickup? There are so many dream junkies around.
The city should do something. It's unsafe. Seriously? Because some people can't moderate their dream time?
Because it can't be healthy. Just look around. They're addicts. And not just the dream junkies, but regular people. I have friends who...
I really don't think the government has any right to interfere. Let the market decide. If the dream machines are bad for you, we'll find out sooner or later.
Later might be too late. They should do studies, and until they know more, restrict sales to...
I can't believe you're advocating censorship. I use the Dreamer every day, and look at me. I'm doing perfectly fine.
But...
Perfectly fine.
A dream
I'm
junkie,
sorry, who
hooked
are
up
you?
to the dream machine and
Can we have
lost
some
in
privacy,
dream
please?
time. It's a drug, and it's dangerous.
Just leave me alone. I'm having the best dream.
I think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous, and I'd probably get beaten up for trying to help.
Pardon?
350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
Miyuan, crypto coin, the preferred currency in the BRICS.
Have you changed your mind? 20,000 is an incredible bargain.
I can't afford that.
You're missing out on a good deal.
Never tasted the stuff, above my sophistication grade. I consume cheap lager and weak tea.
See anything you like? Come again, anytime.
Gifts that others must have brought to get an audience with Queenie. Expensive looking. A bottle of Baiju.
$350.
360.
I'm not
Baiju,
going anywhere above
Chinese
350.
liquor. Looks expensive.
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
Oh, for God's sake. You're 10 yuan apart. You know what? I'm paying the difference. Withdraw it from my stick. Can you guys please wrap this up now?
What? How dare you?
Sorry? It's 10 yuan. That's nothing, right?
Nothing? Nothing? You understand nothing. It's not about money, it's about respect. Scheiße! Puta! You've taken my face and you stepped all over it. I have no face. Look, down there on the ground. What's that? That's my face. No, I won't lose face because of this dupa. And paying the full sticker price. What is it? 1,200 yuan? Here, take all of it. All of it!
You should come by more often.
That wasn't... what? What just happened?
I just made 800 from your little show. Nice work. Never mind. What can I help you with? I'll give you a very special price on anything you want.
Never tasted the stuff, above my sophistication grade. I consume cheap lager and weak tea. I'm not quite sure what she's selling. That bottle of, Baiju.
You have excellent taste. Finest Chinese wine, most prestigious gift. Made with short grain rice from Wuchang and the rarest seeds of tear grass grown in the greenest vales of Inner Mongolia, with purified water from the ancient oasis of the Gobi Desert.
Sounds very familiar.
What's that?
Nothing. How much?
Since you helped me, I give you a very, very special price. It's normally 20,000 yuan, but I'll sell it to you for 5,000.
Generous, but still a bit steep. Can you give me even more of a special price?
What? Are you insane?
What do you want?
Short grain rice from Wuchang, Mongolian tear grass, Gobi well water.
Point taken, but no thank you. A bottle of Baiju. Freeze-dried jellyfish chips, vacuum-packed boiled beef, carbonated tequila shots, blood pudding fudge, fried cabbage jerky, salted pigeon bits. Bits?
This is the best table in the bricks. You won't find any of my merchandise anywhere else. All unique, all genuine. See you soon.
Who am I visiting? No one. That's who I'm visiting. Tempting, but I'm not hungry right now.
Simasen.
How come that woman over there is selling the exact same wine for only 5,000 yuan?
What? That no good dishonest thief! We'd agreed on a special price. She's selling a cheap counterfeit made with the lowest of low-grade synthetic rice and imported space water. But I don't want you to suffer because of her dishonesty and trickery. I will sell you this bottle for 3,000 yuan.
From 20,000 to 3,000.
A special price, only for you, only today.
Still too expensive though.
That is my final offer. I'm already losing money on that.
I found another bottle of wine, same as yours but cheaper, 3,000 yuan.
What? Impossible! No one sells this wine for less than 15,000 yuan. It must be a different label.
Same exact label.
A forgery then. This is the bricks. There are forgeries everywhere. Not here, of course. I'm legal. Everything you see on this table is the real deal.
Sure, but it looked the same to me, and since I can't tell the difference...
Wait! I give it to you for 2. Can't believe I'm saying this. 2,000 yuan. I hope you're happy that my children won't be eating tonight.
That's terrible, but I can live with it.
You're a ruthless negotiator. I respect that.
Baiju, Chinese liquor. A fine gift for Queenie, I hope. This is a bottle of, Baiju. Rare seeds, clean water, hand-picked, distilled with rare rice, and the other things.
So I can see. I'm sorry, but Queenie gets a lot of bottles of cheap Baiju.
This isn't cheap, honest. It's a really great bottle of wine. I mean, look at the price tag. 30,000 yuan.
You're in the bricks. Price tags are transient. One moment, please. Yes, madame? This will suffice as a gift. Thank you. You can go across and see the madame now. Just put your gift on the table and go on through. She's waiting for you.
Thanks.
Step softly, young lady. The vibrations are throwing off my precision.
Oops. Sorry.
Tut tut. No talking either. We're closed today, but seeing as you got past my girl, I guess you have legitimate business.
Yeah. Hiya. Well, sort of.
Yes?
I'm with the Uminska campaign. Uminska, Leia. Unity?
I'm quite familiar with the Social Democrats, girl. You work with Baruti Marfane, then? He's a nice man, genuine. You can tell he believes in his work. Do you?
What?
Why are you in politics, young lady?
Zoë Castillo. I'm, in politics because... It's embarrassing, but part of the reason is that I have time to spare, and I wanted to do something valuable with that time. Part of it is because I want to make a difference. That may not be the whole truth, my main motivation, or even the most honest answer, but it is true. I want to make a difference, and I have the time to spare. But the truth is that I don't know why I ended up working for the campaign.
Very well. Let me rephrase that question. Whittle it down for you. Why Uminska?
I've actually come to believe in a lot of the things Leia Uminska says. I've never been very political, but this seems to matter. Kaiser Wolf, Dieter Gross, the Marxists. I wouldn't want to live in a city governed by either of them. Maybe unity isn't the perfect option, but in this case it's certainly the lesser of many evils. Maybe the honest answer is that I don't know. It's the campaign I ended up working for. She's certainly better than Kaiser Wolf. Probably better than Dieter Gross and the incumbent government. And I don't see the Marxists getting their shit together anytime soon, no matter what Nella thinks. I honestly don't know.
Still, Manu save us from those who believe they have all the answers. I was like that once. It's debilitating, but curable. No matter. Zoë Castillo, was it? Do you know what that name means in Spanish? Castle, fortress. And Zoe is Greek and means life. Are you alive?
What?
Your eyes. It's like part of you is asleep or dreaming.
I was sick. In a coma.
Yes, that would explain it. What can I do for you, Castle Dweller?
You probably know why I'm here.
I can make an educated guess. But I wasn't really thinking about your campaign work. I was thinking in general. Is there anything you are looking for?
I miss Dad. I miss me. And I don't miss who I used to be. Whiny, petulant. I'm happy to have changed, but something is still missing. The conspiracy, the coma, the fragmented memories. I want it all to make sense, and I want to stop feeling like I'm not in charge of my future. More than meaning, maybe I'm simply after belonging somewhere. It's not remembering that haunts me the most. Not knowing exactly what happened to me. I can't even trust myself because sometimes I feel I'm a fraud, an imposter. Without our memories, can we really be ourselves? I want to remember what happened to me before the coma.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it?
That was really inappropriate. I don't even know why I...
Not at all. Now I know who I'm speaking with. Shall we discuss politics?
Really? Yeah. All right. So, we, Leia Uminska, the Social Democrats, we're wondering if you would...
Support Uminska and the Social Democrats in the election, I know. I'm thinking about it. You see, Zoe, the most important thing for me is this community and the people who look to me for guidance and support. They trust me, and my judgment. I know that I have to take a political stand, and I know that stand will have implications and repercussions. The Blues have left me alone, never bothered me. Dieter Gross is a safe choice, the status quo. Wolf, I do not trust. I have no wish to see him or his European Dawn thugs in power. The consequences of that would be on the scary side of unknown. The Marxists are preoccupied with rhetoric, demonstrations and marches, grand speeches and even grander gestures. I don't think they'll get in my way, but they do get on my nerves. And we have your Social Democrats. They are the compromise. I usually abhor compromises. In this case, however, the extremes aren't very attractive. And so it comes down to this. Prove to me that your party cares about this community and the people in it, and you'll have my support.
How do I prove that?
The Eye's been increasingly successful at keeping undesirables off the streets. That doesn't mean they're not here still. There's a city beneath the city, populated by those who have fallen through the cracks. People with no home, no identity. Old, young, children. There's a girl. A young girl, Hannah Roth. I was in contact with her, but now she's fallen off my radar. I haven't seen her in days. I'm worried that... Help Hannah. Find her. Tell her Queenie is looking for her. If you can, bring her to me. If not, just make sure she's all right. Do this for me, and we will talk politics again.
I'll do my best. But where do I start?
Nella Vilcek. She sells food...
Up top. The food court outside Seshadri Tower. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know Nella. She's a friend of mine. It's incredibly weird.
No coincidence. No story. I guess you were the right person to ask, Castle Dweller. Hannah mentioned some odd jobs she'd done for Miss Vilcek. I don't know the details. I'm guessing deliveries.
I'll start with Nella. I'll let you know when I know more. Thank you, Miss...
Queenie will do. I left my old name behind somewhere. I had no use for it anymore.
It's weird that she doesn't want to use her real name. What did you mean you left your old name behind?
Names are like clothes. Sometimes you grow out of them.
I always thought names were more important than that.
Maybe so, maybe so. Mine wasn't. Mine was used up. It reminded me too much of my past, so I changed it. There have been many. A whole closet full.
So, before...
No, Zoe. I'm Queenie. That's all there is to it. Now run along. I have work to do, and so do you.
See anything you like? Come again.
You might be a smart decision. I'm walking here.
Would like to remind you not to stare directly at our sun, as it may cause blindness and tumors.
The new dream machine by Monty opens up.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Brooder. You need to turn back and head home.
There's no way you can convince me that Kaiser Constantine...
Do you really have to call him that? It's so derogatory. Names.
No. Have you seen the graffiti?
I don't think Wolf has the time to walk around Wolf.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Brooder. You need to turn back and head home.
So what did he do?
He turned back and headed home.
Making your life a little brighter.
Watticorp's dream machine. I played a part in exposing the conspiracy, but I couldn't stop them from releasing it. Now it's taken over the world.
Crow boys! Hee-haw! I got a hankering for giving you directions.
Nella's food cart is right outside Seshadri Tower on the upper level.
Plaza by OCG.
I'm going to Seshadri Tower.
Bringing
The
sunshine
tallest
into
tower
your
in all
life.
of Fropast. That'd be right here, sweetheart. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Brooder. You need to turn back and head home. So what did he do? He turned back.
There's no way you can convince me that Kaiser Constantine...
Do you really have to call him that? It's so derogatory.
Time to wake up.
It's between Wolf and Ominska, isn't it? Gross and Rebus are not in.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
It's you!
What? Who? Me?
The superhero from my dream! You're her!
Sorry? I really don't... I'm not her, whoever she is.
Yes, you were in my dream. You told me it'd be all right, and it was. You helped me wake up.
You're mistaken. I don't even own a dream machine. I couldn't possibly have been in your dreams.
It was you. You were there. I don't use it much anymore. The dream machine. Most of the time, I say no, just like you told me to. I read instead. I'm reading a lot. The book I'm reading right now is about this girl who's dreaming, but doesn't know she's dreaming. I'm worried about Mum. She's always in dream time. She prefers that to being awake. She doesn't eat much, or go outside, ever. Thank you for helping me. Zoe, right? Thank you, Zoe.
How do you... I didn't... What? What the hell was that all about? I don't know her. Do I? She looked so familiar, but I haven't seen her before. I'm certain of it. Gone to restock, back soon. Odd. Nayla doesn't typically leave her cart during peak business hours. She usually restocks first thing. Gone to restock, back soon. Odd. Nayla doesn't typically... Food crates. It's how Nayla gets her daily deliveries. Oh, hey, there's an address on the back. The Collective, on Caprova. It's a receipt belonging to Nella.
Matt, get Crow Boy here. I'm one rootin' tootin' six-barrel shootin' Crow Cowboy.
Nella's food cart. I heard Caprova Street used to be one of the main thoroughfares before the latest construction work in Propast. It's also where the metro station is located. Where on the map is Caprova?
Why, that's a pretty scary neighborhood, doll. Keep your eyes peeled and your hands on your six-shooters. Draw! Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shootin' Crow Cowboy to give you directions to anywhere in Propast, you just call on the Crow Boy.